Hey guys, RC here. First off, let me apologize that it's been a couple of weeks since my last video upload. I've kind of reached a point here in Coppersacks, and we are here at Coppersack in our Dwarf Fortress playthrough. Not a lot's going on. I've kind of reached the point, of limited return of investment. We finished our throne room last in recent episodes, and I'll be honest with you, I got sidetracked. I picked up Fallout 4 on Steam uh, right a few weeks ago, and just fell in love with the game, and I've been playing the heck out of that. And that's what I've been doing with my free time ever since. So that is what set me back here on my Dwarf Fortress playthroughs. So my apologies to those of you that are watching the videos. Um, as I said, we've kind of reached a point here, however, where not a lot's going on, and there's just not a whole lot to cover. And I try not to do, I don't want to do a boring video with nothing happening, and then of course getting sidetracked with Fallout. I was not playing Dwarf Fortress at all. So I said, I need to force myself to fire the game up today. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and unpause it here while we're talking and getting caught up. But I think we've kind of reached the end of life for Coppersack. They have done well for themselves. We have set up a nice place for our nobles and our kingdom if our civilization ever falls. Let's see. Speaking of our dwarven civilization, they look like they're doing pretty well. I guess I could go in and look and see what is transpiring in Legends Viewer. But anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and put a put a bow on Coppersack. I had asked in the last video if there was anything in particular that we needed to accomplish, and for to chime in the comments, and didn't see anything. So I think you guys are in agreement with me that we've kind of reached the end of the line here with this playthrough. So that means I will probably put Dwarf Fortress on a hiatus for a little while, and then come back. Hopefully you guys will stay subscribed, and that way when I do... Oh, what was that? Alright, I did have some adamantium going on. Let's see. And I couldn't, I just, for the life of me, I can't figure out why nobody, I have 12 idlers and they're all set up for hauling, but they're not clearing out these shops. I don't know if that has to do with the quantum stockpiles. I'm not sure what that has to do with, but anyway. Let's see, are we out of adamantine? No, I've got strands. Let's see. Let me unsuspend that and see if they start making them again. Pearlash. Yeah, I quit making pearlash because I've got all the glass that I need. I have suspended all of that. And I think they're all suspended up here. Ash. Yeah, so everything up here has been suspended as well. I've dialed those back. I just didn't need any more. Boy, I had a lot of shops there for glass making. That's a pretty intensive um, industry glass making. But once we got it going, we got it going pretty well. Yeah, so anyway, go ahead and unpause that. Hopefully they start making some adamantine wafers here. And we can continue making adamantine weapons, but like I said, I just I didn't see any replies from anybody in the comments as far as anything that was pressing that we needed to, and here we are making some wafers, it looks like, so that's good. And you want to get those wafers made before your thread shops come and take the strands to make thread, because that's a waste of adamantine. In fact, I disabled my loom so they wouldn't even be able to do that. Um, so certainly did not want that happening. And it looks like they're starting to pull a few things out of here. That's pear lash coming out of that shop. Yeah, well, it's not cluttered. Again, I wish they would come and get this shop done. And you can see it's a lot of bars. They do have a little bit tasked, but not a lot. So anyway, like I said, I just don't know that there's a whole lot we need to do going forward with this fortress. So, and again, because there were no comments about anything pressing, we could do some design work, and I was working on a statue, but short of continuing to play that out, I don't know that that would be much fun to watch on a video. So I certainly want to thank everybody that watched Coppersack develop. If you have any suggestions on things that I can do better, let me know. One thing that I probably won't listen to is if you don't like the audio. I did buy a new microphone, but I'm just not going to invest a ton of money. I don't do this for a living. It's not how I pay my bills. Um, and I hope it's good enough quality, but this is something I do on the side for fun, while I'm playing the games anyway. And right now I've moved on from Dwarf Fortress for the time being. And I do that. I get gung ho into a game and I play the heck out of it, and then I'll find something else that gets my attention for a short time. And right now Fallout's doing that. I'm doing some builds, character builds for Fallout. I may do some videos related to that at some point, just because it's something I'm working on for the game. And there's a community site that I am a member of that deals with Bethesda games, mostly Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series. And we do character building there and whatnot. So that's something that's taking a lot of my time. So I may go in and do some small Fallout videos, um, just for fun while I'm in working on things for that. I do need to get back into Skyrim as well, but like I said, Fallout has been a game that I tried Fallout New Vegas and just didn't get into it very much. I think I got to the first settlement and never progressed past there. Um, but Fallout 4 has really sucked me in, and I've been playing the heck out of that. I've got one character build that I've completed. I've got three other ones in the works for an event, for a comic book event where you're basing your Fallout character on comic book people. So I'm doing one for Black Widow from the Avengers, one for Lobo, and one for an obscure comic character called the Savant. So those are three that I'm working on currently. Um, RimWorld, for whatever reason, while it's a very fun game for me to play, and I think it's an interesting game to watch, just has not garnered many views on the channel. So I'm going to probably dial that back again to, I'm getting 2 or 3 views, and you know, I just rather play that for fun for myself. You know, not that I don't want to not that I want to take away from the couple of people that are watching them, but what do we got there? Nobles, um, earrings. What do we want to make those with? How about silver? Do 3 of them. So I don't want to take away from those couple of people, but at the same time, I think I just want to, dial that back if it's not getting many views. And, like I said, I don't do this for the views or for the money. I'm not one of the guys that does this for a living, which, hey, I guess it's good work if you can get it. But, I'm actually a regional sales manager for my company, and that keeps me on the go a lot. So, my free time is pretty limited, and I do try to play, in between work and family as much as I can. And again, while I had videos coming out the wazoo there for a while, Fallout has really sucked up a lot of that time. So channel's certainly not going anywhere. I'll keep doing things, and it'll just be basically whatever I'm working on at that time, whether it's Fallout or Skyrim or back into Dwarf Fortress at some point. Um, I really, you know, I kind of regret going with the glass rather than stone or something. I thought the glass, once I looked at it, would be very interesting in the throne room setup. I just imagine, being in a glass encased room, looking out into the chasms and the waterfall down here. Ooh, we've got a sword person missing for a week. Wonder if he fell. Um, some of this stuff I just could not get out of the pit here, which was too bad. Tried several things with the stairs and whatnot. I do not see a body down here. So yeah, no clue where that guy went. I didn't realize he was missing. A swords dwarf. We don't have squads. Nope, everybody's on stand down. Alright, well, I don't know what happened to that guy, but he disappeared somewhere. The life of a dwarf, I suppose. So anyway, I do want to thank you guys again for checking out the channel. Sorry for rambling a little bit, but trying to kind of watch the game and get caught back up on it. I just don't see much of anything else. We were working on the statue here, and we were up several levels. We were getting up pretty high up there. But outside of trying to complete that, and I don't know that you want to sit there and watch me, put in one block at a time and restructure scaffolding and whatnot. So let's go ahead and call Coppersack a success. We have withheld quite a few invasions here. Nothing horrendous, but still not too bad. We've got some adamantine weapons coming online, and that will further enhance our military. So I think we'll call Coppersack a success, and certainly something different that I had never done before, which was nice. That was nice to be able to do that. It's something outside of my comfort zone as far as a building and a game plan. Um, no, change of the guard there. Um, but yeah, thanks for checking out the videos. Thanks for following along. Um, please stay subscribed to the channel. I'll still be putting a few things up. And, I understand it may or may not be stuff that you're interested in right now, but, Dwarf Fortress is a game that I come back to over and over again because it's got such great replayability. Um, and so I'm certain that at some point in time I will be back with another fortress. In fact, I've got a couple of videos for a new fortress already done, but now those have been sitting there for a while. I had started that at the same time I had started the Coppersack series because I wasn't sure which one I was going to go with. But they've updated versions since then, so I think I'm just going to scrap that fortress completely and let Coppersack move on into the future on their under their own power. And hey, I will see you guys at some point back in the world of Dwarf Fortress. Hopefully you stick around and check out some of my other videos that I'll be trying to put up in the meantime. But rest assured, I will be back with Dwarf Fortress at some time. So thank you very much for checking out the videos. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. And just thanks for taking time out of your day, because I know how important free time is to all of us. And the fact that you are willing to take at least a few minutes or a half hour to watch uh, a video that I put together, that means a lot. So thank you very much for that, and best wishes to everybody, and I will see you around in the YouTube world. Take care.